All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, first, I'll give honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to my fellow Akima Afat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. With truth and sincerity, I like to say shalom. Um, the title of this video is gonna be called "The Promised Land," and the Promised Land is the so-called what they'll call Israel today, the land of Israel, okay? The land of Canaan. And that land belongs to the true chosen people of Yahweh by Shem Shai, which are the Israelites, okay? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. A second. But yeah, man, hey, Thwadi Yahweh by Shem Shai for giving me this opportunity to make this video. I hope this lesson is edifying. And if I haven't said it, double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect that are watching. And those are scattered abroad. But like I said, man, the promised land belonged to the nation of Israel. So-called blacks, Hispanics, second, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and Haitians. Those are the true people of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All the other people, okay, that are descended from these other nations are look unto spittle. And the main nation that's in our land today is Amalek. All right. And if you don't know who Amalek is, okay, Israelis. All right. These are the people that's in our land. Okay. These small heads. Now they trying to block the images. You got a mixture of Cushites and Ishmaelites, but these are the small heads that's in our land. Okay. And let me say this. Do you have a lot of our people? Okay. A lot of our people are scattered in that land as well. Only well, I'm gonna say a lot, but you have Israelites that's in that land that look like those heathens, man. All right, these are the people. These are the people that's in our land, the small hats, and these are the children of Amalek. Because if they were the true children of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, there wouldn't be no wars. There wouldn't be no Israel versus Palestine. There wouldn't be none of these goddamn animals in our land. And these people, they are from the head tribe, like I said, Amalek, the head tribe of Edom. This is a beautiful picture because Amalek can also come in many colors as well. Okay. A lot of Amalekites amongst our people as well. Like how there's a lot of Israelites amongst them. There's a lot of Amalekites amongst us. Like that chick, Lauren London. Okay. She can be an Israelite. Yeah, she can be an Israelite. Yeah. See? Example. But these people that portray themselves as God's chosen people are not the real people. They don't follow the Lord's true scriptures. They don't follow the holy days. They don't follow the actual spiritual gifts and blessings and commandments that Yahweh by Shem Yahushua give unto his people. All right. They are the synagogue of Satan. Let me grab that. Synagogue. Grab this. This is KJV. This is Revelation 3:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan. Right. And this also goes to wicked niggas in this truth as well. All right. Dudes that claim themselves to be Israelites, but actually are niggas. But this also proclaims, this also can go to Shalaki about this camera thing. I don't know what's wrong with the computer. I don't know why it's acting like that. But okay, we good. But it's also, that scripture also pertains to Esau, Edom, aka Amalek, the head tribe of the Edomites, because they claim themselves to be the true chosen children of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, which they are not. And to this day, they are in our land. Okay, there is a bastard in Ashdod. Okay, and that bastard are the heathens in our land. Okay, this is Zechariah 9:6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. Right? There's a bastard, another nation, a foreign people in our land that doesn't belong there. That land wasn't given unto you, even if you're a Philistine, a Hamite, or you're an Amalekite, or an Ishmaelite, an Elamite, whatever. That land wasn't belong unto you heathens, man. Did heathens dwell in our land for a fair period of time in various parts of history, according to the scriptures? Of course. When we was in Egypt, while we was in Egypt, them 400 years, them Hamites grew into very powerful nations. That when we left out of Egypt and fled into to how can I say Egypt or Shlaki, when we fled out of Egypt, we fled to the land of Canaan. It was filled with a lot of Hamites, Canaanites, stronger, bigger than us, but we overcame them through the spirit of power Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Okay, so there's many parts in history that it was heathens in our land, but the main heathen is in our land. Like I said, is Amalek, them small heads. But this scripture, this lesson is not truly about Amalek. This is about how when we get back into our land is going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautified. It's going to be 100 times cleansed and beautiful and cured and perfect. Okay. Because when them ICBM missiles hit this place, Babylon the Great, it's gonna make Babylon to a desert. But when them ICBM missiles hit Israel and that whole West Asian, what's that region called? West Asia, Levant. Right. When them ICBM missiles hits this whole area, hold on, give me 1 second, Shlaki. Shlaki, I smoked. So Shlaki, my neighbor was had to close the window because my neighbor was smoking weed. Fucking demonic ass neighbors, man. But back to what I was saying. When the ICBM missiles, the ICBMs, when these intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay, these large, huge, ultra mega missiles, all right, hit this place and also Babylon the Great. Let me rephrase that. When them ICBM missiles hit this place, okay, the Western Asian, the Levant, the land of Canaan, the Saudi Arabian area, the East African area, it's going to cleanse all of this. Okay, it's going to cleanse all of this. And you got to ask yourself, why is this region so, why is it a desert? Because the land of Canaan, because hey, the land is cursed. What's that scripture? Land, hold on, land cursed. Cain, because Cain is in our land, and Cain is Esau, Edom in the reincarnation. Right. Ooh. See, it says in Genesis 4:11 of the King James Version, KJV, the land is cursed because of Cain's murder of his brother Abel. The earth is described as having opened her mouth to receive the blood, thy brother's blood from thy hand, and Cain is cursed as a result. Right. And that curse, the mark of Cain, which is that leprosy, that lack of melanin. That's why so-called white people have that lighter skin, because they have no melanin. Okay. So when they go out into the sun, they get burnt. When they go out into the sun, they turn red because they don't have no pigmentation. Okay, so when you have no pigmentation, that's a curse. When you have blonde hair and blue eyes, that's a curse. It's not a blessing, it's a curse. Because in this world, they teach you that blonde hair and blue eyes and lighter skin is a blessing, but it's a curse. It's lack of melanin, it's leprosy. It says this means that the land will no longer yield crops for him, and he'll be a fugitive and a vagabond, right? And Cain is in our land. Okay. Oh, let me read this part. Let me read this translation. This is the NIV, Genesis 4 and 11. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened his mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. Okay. Which opened his mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. Now you are cursed, banished from the ground, which has swallowed your brother's blood, right? And Abel, Cain and Abel are Jacob and Esau in the reincarnation. All right. Jacob, aka Abel, was the good brother. Esau, Edom, aka Cain, was the bad brother. Okay. So hey, this is why that's why the land is cursed. Why do you think from Ethiopia to Egypt to all the way to Levant, Mesopotamia, and Iran, this land, this promised land that will be given to the children of God? Why is it cursed? Because Canaan is in our land. And let me say this: this land didn't look like this when we was in there. All right, when we was in Egypt, I mean, like when we was in Israel, all this was green. It was very very beautiful. Okay, this wasn't looking like this thousands of years ago when Jake was in, in Israel, coming out of Egypt. It was a very beautiful land. That's why it's called the Promised Land. All right, no Promised Land is a desert. All right. Now, was we in the wilderness? Of course. But when we enter into this land, and when we inhabited this land, it was very very beautiful, man. And it's coming back to that state, man. You're no longer going to see this dry ass desert. No longer going to see Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, Yemen, the Arabian Peninsula, all this as a dry, rocky desert, man. It's going to be green. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be luscious than any continent you have ever been on, man. I believe through the spirit, man. When them ICB missiles drop, it's not just gonna cleanse. It's gonna make things 1,000 times better. Okay, trees, animals, birds. There's gonna be so much biodiversity. It's gonna be so much aquatic life. Okay, so much land. All right, the earth is gonna get bigger, and I believe this land mass, this whole region is gonna get bigger as well. Okay, a lot of land for a lot of Israelites, man. So let me grab this scripture real quick. Shalaki for me rambling. This is Genesis 15 and 18. This is Genesis 15:18. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram, which is Abraham. All right, but his name was changed to Abraham later on, saying, Unto thy seed I have give this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Right. Let me check that up. Check that up. Levant uh promise land map. Because it was a better map that was shown. Well, where is it at? Hold on. No. Shalom, Mop. Hold on, give me 1 second. Shalakia. My cat just wants to play. But this is what it shows you. It was another map that was better described, like better a visualization, but it's the same. But and this is what they trying to do. This is why there's so much war in that land, because they want that Genesis 15:18 Abraham blessing. See, those people want to claim themselves to be the true chosen people, which they're not. They can't because why? Because there's still war in that land. And there's billions of reasons why you're not the Lord's chosen people. Okay. But it says from Egypt to all the way to the Euphrates. So East Africa, all of East Africa to the Middle East, what they'll call the Middle East today, Saudi Arabia, and all the way to Turkey, Iran, Pakistan, all that land is going to be belong to the Israelites, man. And it's going to be beautiful. There's a better map that showed me. Let me see. Promised Land map. I have it on my phone. Egypt to Euphrates. Yep, there it is. There it is. This is it. But yeah, man, this is what's gonna look like. And this is not all we gonna have. It's gonna be bigger. We're gonna have the whole planet. All right, through spirit, man. I want Rome and Greece, man, in the kingdom. What's will. Okay, because those are very, very beautiful places. All right, and when there's gonna be more places far beyond the eyes can see. Remember, this place is gonna be destroyed. Babylon is gonna be the new desert, but there's gonna be greater continents and islands and places 1,000 times better than Babylon, America. You know, brothers get blown away how beautiful the ecosystem and animals and the wildlife of North America. But that's just a small aspect, man. The Lord's going to create new continents that's better, that's bigger and better than North America. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Lord's will, I'm speaking as a man. I always say this, speaking as a man, I believe that the Lord's going to create brand new continents, brand new land masses that we have never seen before. And this earth is bigger than we think, man. And it's going to get bigger when the ICB missiles drop. It's going to cleanse everything. Okay, so let me read this again. This is Genesis 15:18. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, our forefather, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land. And what's the seed? It wasn't talking about Ishmael, because yes, Ishmael came from Abraham, but Ishmael, them Ishmaelites, them Arabs, about to say small heads, them Arabs got Dubai, they got them rich ass palace cities, they got the gold and oil, and they're heathens. So it wasn't talking about Ishmael. That was their blessing, was having Dubai and the oil cities and the big, huge luxury cities, but that was it. All right. You still got to clean Dubai. Let me see this, not Dubai. Clean it. They still got to clean Dubai from all that dust and sand, because Dubai is in the middle of a fucking desert. Okay. Sand. Skyscrapers. Yeah, they still got, it's in the middle of a fucking desert, man. So they could try. I saw this clip of these window cleaner guys wiping sand off of a window in Dubai, man. So no matter how luxurious and nice it looks, it's nothing compared to the kingdom. All right. And that land where Dubai is inhabited, it's going to be destroyed, but it's going to be cleansed, and it's going to be ruled by Israelites in the kingdom. Okay. Everywhere the Israelites go, it's going to be full of life, man. No death, but life. Okay, so it's unto thy seed I given this land, right? The land of the land of Israel was given unto the Israelites, Yasharallah. It wasn't talking about Ishmael or Esau, but Yasharallah. It says, I given this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. So, like I said, this land from Egypt to East Africa, because we're gonna have a lot of Israelites. This is a better depiction, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get bigger. Over time in the kingdom, it's gonna get bigger. From Turkey to Iran, the Euphrates, all the way down to East Africa, man. And all these places that's filled with dirt, desert, and rock and valleys of just dry bones, all that shit gonna be cleaned, man. It's gonna be cleansed. The Lord is about to terraform this earth into a paradise, man. An alien paradise, and a brand new earth, a new heavens and new earth, dwelling in righteousness. And those that's going to rule this new earth is Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Exodus 23 and 31. I'm running out of time. I might have to make a part 2. Lord's will, I make a part 2. This is Exodus 23 and 31. I will establish your borders from the Red Sea. Ooh, the Red Sea. Where is that at? I believe that's in Pakistan. That's near Turkey and Pakistan. Red Sea. I'm not mistaken. Oh, Shalaki. No. I was thinking about the Black Sea. Let me see. The Black Sea. Shalaki. I was thinking about the Black Sea. Why is it doing that? See, this area. But we still gonna have that area as well. Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, all that. We gonna have all that as well, man. So don't let that we don't have a small limited mind, man. You're not gonna see this. Let me see something real quick. You're not gonna see this dry ass world. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see ocean is the ocean's gonna be it's gonna be beautiful than this. All right, but all this is not gonna be dry. It's not gonna be filled with desert. Why do you think when you go to Saudi Arabia, a lot of the cities are on the coast? It's not in the middle of Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia is a fucking desert, and nobody wants to live in a desert. Okay, everybody want to live in somewhere nice and beautiful. Nobody want to live in a fucking dry desert where there's no form of civilization or life. So this whole place that you see is going to be cleansed. It's going to be brand new, 100 times bland, 100,000 times brand new. Okay, and the Red Sea is going to be beautiful as well. So let me read this again. It says, "I will establish your borders from Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea, and from the desert to the Euphrates rivers. And I will give your hands the people who live in the land. You will drive them out before you." Right, we're gonna drive all these heathens out, and we're gonna make them as slaves. Wherever Israelites are inhabited, man, how can I say it, man? Like how Esau doesn't want us in our neighborhood. We don't want these slaves. We're not gonna have these heathens and these slaves in our neighborhoods unless they're working. But other than that, they're not gonna be walking around having a good old time getting a fucking orange drink, a lemonade, and just exploring. There's not gonna be no tourists in the kingdom unless they're Israelites. But other than that, you heathens gonna be working, man. All the heathens on this planet is gonna be working. None of you are going to stroll and have a good time. All y'all gonna be working, man. And like I said, this is all gonna be cleansed. The Red Sea, the Black Sea, the Mediterranean Sea. You're not gonna see dry coral reefs like this, man. It's gonna be beautiful and come in many colors. And we'll have spiritual power too to bring life back, man. So the heathens that's in our land, that bastard Amalek, Ishmael, Ham, all these nations are gonna be made into slaves, man. And these nations that's in power now, they'll be driven out. They're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the land of Israel belonged unto the Israelites. And the reason why we're not in that land because, hey, we fell off. So this is Deuteronomy 1:8. We fell off, and now we coming back, and the Lord's gonna bring us into that land, man. So this is Deuteronomy 1:8. "Go in and take the possession of the land the Lord swore he will give to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to their descendants after him." Right. So when we come back down out of them chariots, all right, when we get beaten up, get them brand new bodies, when we come back down, it's game over for the whole planet. There's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be a lot of heathens working for the elect, man. And we're gonna choose what land we want, what land we desire. Like I said, man, we're not just gonna have we're gonna have the land, but I'm telling you, man, through the spirit, I believe we're gonna have so many continents, man, brand new lands, man, land masses, you know. And now let me say this: not all Israelites gonna be in the promised land. We're gonna be throughout the world. We're gonna be throughout the galaxies, man, planets. Them other planets gonna be ours as well. Okay, but starting at day one, or year one, hey man, we gonna be you're gonna be inhabiting beautiful lands, man, with a lot of servants and handmaids and concubines, and our wives are gonna have slaves too. Okay, but the Israelite man is gonna have more slaves. The children is gonna have a lot of slaves, man. So the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is gonna live beautifully and righteously in the kingdom. This is Numbers 34 and 12. This is Numbers 34 and 12. "And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the going out of it shall be at the Salt Sea." Wow, the Salt Sea. Let me see what that looks like. Salt Sea. No, Salt Sea Bible. I think that's what it's called, the Dead Sea. Yeah, I think it was called the Salt Sea at that time. It says in the Bible, the Salt Sea refers to the Dead Sea, a prominent geological feature mentioned in several Old Testament books like Numbers, Joshua, and Ezekiel. The sea is known for extremely high salt content and the unique environment it creates. All right, so we're gonna have the Red Sea as well. Okay, and this shall be a land with the coast thereon round about, and we're gonna have beautiful coastal cities too. Okay, because you know one thing about Jake like living near the beach. All right, Jake loved the beach. All right, and through the spirit, man, the kingdom, like Mediterranean. See, I love the Lord's brand new world of world building. You know, when you watch cartoons and when you watch animes and read books. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, Shalaki. I'm sorry. Shalaki. I thought I turned off the mic. But back to what I was saying, that our land is going to be bigger than this. It's going to be more vast, more beautiful than we can even imagine. Let me grab one last scripture. This is Shalaki. I thought I'm Shalaki. I thought my mic was off. My mic was on. I thought I turned it on already. But let me grab another scripture. This is this is 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth in righteousness. Right, a new heavens and a new earth dwelleth in righteousness, where all animals, where all species of birds and plants and frogs and insects and megafauna, big, huge, large animals, smaller animals, from the lion to the tiger to the elephant, all the life on earth is going to be thriving. Okay? All life on earth right now is in mourning. All creation is in pain. But when Yahweh Shai Hamashiach comes back and we give us the blueprint of the kingdom, life is going to thrive, man. When we put these heathens in captivity, life is going to thrive. It's going to be far greater than we can even imagine. A new heavens, new earth, man. No longer America. This pile of shit known as America is not going to exist anymore, man. Okay, no more stinking, shitty ass subways, stinking ass people, nasty, rude, disrespectful ass black people. All right, fucking niggers. That's why I be saying nigger to Jake, man. Cause you Jakes, you act like niggers, man. And when Esau call y'all niggas, I be right. Like, yo, Jake is a nigger, man. Not a nigga, a nigger. All right. But hey, we not gonna experience this American life no more. Fucking Walmarts and Targets. You gotta stand in line just to pay for something that's made with GMOs and manufactured chemicals. This place is done, man. But the new heavens and new earth is gonna be dwelling with it's gonna start with the elect. It's gonna dwell with righteousness, starting with the elect, man. So Shalaki about the no sound, no noise. Shalaki about that. But Shalaki, I'm in a rush. So hey, call Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Shemar Kadash. Shalom.